But what are you going to use this for? And why would you want to use it? Well, if you want to have like a pasta meal and you want to cut out pretty much all of the calories, all of the carbs, you're going to take a zucchini, you're going to take a butternut squash, you're going to take a summer squash, and you're going to spiralize it into noodles and use that in place of spaghetti. It's amazing how easy it is to do. And this bad boy will do a little fine, like spaghetti size, it'll do a linguine, and it'll do ribbons for you. And when you get this, I promise you're going to love it, but when you get it, I'm going to give you a recipe file for free that has tons of recipes on how you can use this. It's all dishwasher safe. And when I get that zucchini here later, I'm going to go ahead and show you that, but you just wait till you see how this works. That was really terrible. Okay, good. Oops, you don't film. We're going to add some protein, a little bit more. For those of you who can have meat, we'll put it on the side. And we're going to use some cooked chicken. And chicken's a great protein to use. First of all, boneless chicken, once you breed, it's easy to buy, it's easy to store, it's easy to handle, etc. So before you got here, I asked Jill for 3 boneless chicken breasts. And just a note about chicken breast, does anybody know how much an average half chicken breast weighs today? It's about 16 ounces. And weigh one. How much should your portion of meat be? 4. About 4 ounces, right? So every chicken breast should really be cut into 4 servings. So the best thing to get would be my close-in cut. You'll cut it and fillet it, butterfly it, and then you'll take each of those pieces and cut it in half. You'll get 4 perfect breasts. So when you go to the store, take your chicken out of the package, clean it up, cut it up, because if you serve somebody that whole breast, that's what they assume they should be eating, like when you're grilling. If you serve them that nice small portion, that's just the perfect size for you. So get that close-in cut. So, and Jill, did we add any water to this chicken when I got here? Not a drop. So we're going to finish up by showing our rock crack. If I could get you to get one thing tonight, it would definitely be this rock crack. It's going to change your world forever for the best. All right, so remember I told you about, I put some chicken breast in here, and we put some of the seasoning, that Southwest, so we want to keep the same flavor profile, and we put it in the microwave. So let's be honest, when you think about microwave meat, what words really do come to mind?
Rubber.
Disgusting, inedible, gross, I hear it all, right? So let's take the lid off, and steam comes out, I get a chicken facial, and I'm going to walk around and show everybody, and you will all say, what will you say? Wow. Yeah, really. But I take the chicken and walk around. If I have it, if I'm not doing a hands-on demo, everybody is going to see that, and you kind of do this, because it'll make it, the smell will come out of it, smell-o-vision, right? So guess how long it took to cook these 3 boneless chicken breast, friends? Like 9 to 10 minutes. It's amazing. So when I talk to people about cooking, like if I say, hey, do you cook? Most people, quite honestly, will tell me no. Because you know what you think of is the way that your mom taught you to cook. And there was stuff on the stove and stuff in the oven and pots and pans. And as kids, you know, we all had to clean that up. I don't want to clean all that up, and I bet you don't either, and you don't want to take the time. You know what we found is that people will, if they are going to cook after work, how many of you work full-time or busy people, right? You want it done in 20 to 30 minutes tops, start to finish. And Pampered Chef has the recipes for you. We've invented ways and techniques to get you in and out of the kitchen so fast that it would be faster than going to fast food, right? Because I live out in the middle of nowhere. By the time I got to fast food and brought it home, it's going to be freezing cold. It's going to be no good. I can make food at home much faster. So this is a rock crack. And this is my Dutch oven size, and this is the one I recommend that you get because it's the perfect size for most everything. So let's say that you take my advice and you get your rock crack tonight. It's a piece of stone, ceramic inside, and we've perfected a system where now this one piece could go in your oven, on your stovetop, in your microwave, under the broiler, and on the grill. I challenge you to think of anything in your kitchen that could do all that, right? Because if it goes in the microwave, it's made out of plastic or glass. If it goes in the stove, it's made usually out of metal. If it goes on the grill, something different. If you want to save space in your kitchen, you get this bad boy, and we can make soup in it. We can make chili. We can put it in the microwave. I could make beef stroganoff, brown the beef in here on the stovetop, mix it all together, shove it in the oven to finish cooking, because putting it in the oven frees you up, and then you can just not worry about it on the stovetop. It'll cook beautifully. That's what they do in restaurants, finish things in the oven. Next day you can take it out, throw it in the microwave, reheat it. It's beautiful. But let's say you do take my advice, like I said, and you get this. Let me just tell you 5 days of meals that you could make with this. The first day, let's say Monday, you grab it, and we're going to make chicken fajitas. How many of you go to a restaurant and have chicken fajitas? Delicious, right? Take an onion and a pepper, put some chicken on top, some of that seasoning, microwave it, kids, 14, 15 minutes. You're going to bring it out, and then you're going to use this tool that we're going to show you right now, and these are called salad choppers. And you're going to break up that chicken and pepper and onion mixture, throw it in some tortillas with some, guac, sour cream, salsa, whatever. That's meal number 1 on Monday. Tuesday, how about if we make a pork tenderloin? How many of you have ever bought the 1 pound pork tenderloin? That's another easy cut of meat to purchase. Take the silver skin off if it's on there. Throw it in here. Sprinkle it up with some seasoning. Guess how long? 9 minutes. Done. Perfect. Juicy, best pork tenderloin you're ever going to have. Wednesday, let's do pasta, because I could eat pasta every day. How many of you love pasta? I love it. Yeah. Okay, and where do you normally cook pasta? On the stovetop, right? And what's the longest part of making pasta on the stovetop? Bringing the water up to a boil. So you're going to put a pound of pasta in here and 4 cups of liquid, that's all. And you're going to throw it in the microwave, and depending on what kind of pasta, you're going to microwave it for about 12 minutes, some a little less, some a little longer. But the greatest thing is, when you bring it out, the pasta is cooked perfectly, and for the most part, the water is gone. Like, whoa, magic. It's ready to serve. So let's do pasta on Wednesday. On Thursday, maybe let's do breakfast for dinner. We'll make like maybe an egg casserole. I've got some great frittata type recipes that are start to finish 10 minutes in the microwave. On Friday, let's just make chocolate lava cake and eat that for dinner. We've had a long week. How many of you have had that chocolate lava cake? Is it not killer? So if you got this stone just for the chocolate lava cake, you will kiss my toes the next time I see you. It was going to be lips, but I thought that would be weird. My toes, the next time you see me, you're going to say, oh my gosh, that rock rocks. So to make it even more appealing to you, I have a recipe file for this, and I've taken the deep covered baker recipes, which could be used in this also, and we've modified it now. 150 recipes on things that you could make in this stone the minute you get it, and I'm going to send you home with one of those tonight. So we're going to put the chicken on the salad, and there's our Southwest salad. So we'll do the wrap up now, because I know you're getting tired. You're okay? I got more. Hang on. All right, we'll do the wrap up, okay? So we're going to have the salad in just a few minutes. We're going to serve it up with these fabulous tongs. These are called our chef's tongs. If you ever watch cooking shows, this is the type they use. They've got a silicone tip on them, and they store beautifully. They're not all splayed open in your drawer. How many of you have like a kitchen tool graveyard drawer where everything went to die? You never use this stuff. It's just like, not Pampered Chef stuff, of course. You have to like put your hand in to try to open it up. These like lock shut. Love these. All right, so let me find out a little bit about what you saw or what you liked tonight. So what I want you to think about is all the tools that we used tonight and all the things that you saw. I want you to tell me what was one thing that you really loved, a product that you really loved, or what was something that you learned tonight? What did you learn from the party that you go, oh my gosh, I can go home and do that? So who wants to share one thing that you learned tonight? Jill? Jillian? The grapes, how to store them in the, very good. So she learned that. What else? Who else learned something, or what'd you love? Very good. It stays longer in the stainless steel. What'd you learn, or what'd you love?
Learned how to make fajitas with the rock.
Pamp tramp with a pamp stamp on her back. Okay, good. But anyway, so it sounds like everybody saw a few things that you liked. Did you enjoy the party? Did you have fun tonight? So let's talk about how we can wrap up tonight. So first of all, I want to thank you so much for coming. I want to thank Jill for getting us together. Remember I told you at the beginning that my favorite way for you to pay for a purchase was by credit or debit card. So when you decide what you want, come on up. And your gift tonight, when you spend $75, is one of our fabulous mini serving spatulas, or I recommend you get the large. You've probably got the mini already. I can get you a white handle or a black handle on it. And the best news about this is that when you earn one for free, we're going to donate $1 to the American Cancer Society in your honor. And when you purchase them, same thing. We're going to give $1 to the American Cancer Society. So if I could ask you to add a couple of those to your order tonight, you're going to be doing a world of good, and they make great gifts. And trust me, somebody's going to take your black mini serving spatula. They're going to think it's theirs. You go to a church dinner, everybody's got them, they pick yours up, so you need an extra one anyway. But you know, it sounds like everybody has a pretty good wish list going on, because we found out what you wanted. So let's talk a little bit about hosting your own party. How many of you have actually hosted a party with Pampered Chef before? Who's been a past host before? Okay, in the back. Did you have a good time?
Yes.
Who was your consultant?
Roseanne.
Okay. I'm sorry she's dead, Marna Ross. But you know, I would love to be your Pampered Chef consultant. If you don't work with a consultant already, I would love to be your consultant for life, okay? But the good news is that a host of ours gets a ton of free product. But beyond that, you know what? It's a great chance to get fun friends together. You choose the recipe. So in your folders, if you could take a peek at the second and third page, here's a list of all the recipes that Jill got to choose from tonight. I give my host 8 choices, and there's different themes there. I've got, you know, the Wine Wednesday. I've got Kids in the Kitchen, if you want me to teach your kids how to cook and you have fun. But I would love to do a Kids in the Kitchen party with you. I do the fundraiser parties, like I said. So here's what you have to do, really. Think about, are there some products that you would love to have me give you or the company give you? And is there a recipe that would float your boat? And can you find maybe 2 hours in your schedule? If you can say yes to any and all of those questions, we are in business and we can have a fun party. I would love to work with you. On your order form, it asks you the question, what would you think about hosting a party? And don't be afraid to say yes or maybe. I'm not going to chase you down the road, but I would love to work with you. The good news is that we have a great host special in the month of May. The bad news is that right now I'm completely booked for May. So that's going to lead me to my next and very last thing that I want to chat with you about. And that's the chance for you to think about giving Pampered Chef a try as maybe a second income or maybe a side job or maybe something fun to do. So I'm pretty sure none of you walked in the door thinking, oh my gosh, I hope I can sell Pampered Chef tonight. But you know what? There are lots of reasons why you might give it a consideration. So if you could turn open, remember your hymnals, grab them and open up page 63, you're going to see what I call the deal of the day. And I want to show you what you would be getting, and then I want to tell you 3 reasons why I think you'd be crazy not to get that kit and give our business a try. So looking on page 63, you're going to see our $159 kit, which is our most popular. And in that kit, you're going to see lots of things. How many of you said that you wanted that manual food processor or maybe that simple slicer anyway? Well, those all come in the kit along with all the materials you need to try on the apron for a month or longer. But you got to give it a try at one point to see if it fits and if you like it. So the kit is $159, or I've got a $99 kit. So thinking about what you saw tonight, guess what? A new consultant, I will even come and help you with your very first party. So if you're thinking, oh, maybe I should have a party, why not get the paycheck yourself? And let me book a party with you. I'll come and do the work and you can give our business a try. So how many of you work full-time? Who are my full-time workers in the room? All right. So if your boss, who's next to Paula? What's your name, honey? What's your first name? Yvonne. So Yvonne, who's your boss? What's your boss's name? Rich. Is he good? Okay, no, I can take that as a no. So let's say Rich trucked up to you and said, Yvonne, you know, I really need your help. If you could stay overtime 1 night a week, you pick whatever night you want. If you could stay for 3 hours, give me a little bit extra time, Yvonne, I would be willing to give you a $500 raise. Would you do it? And what if he said, Yvonne, you know what, maybe pick 2 other days and maybe let's work together for 6 nights this month, anytime you want. If you can do that each month for me, at the end of the year, I'll give you a cruise to the Bahamas for 2. Would that be okay? Good deal. So for those of you who are working full-time, that's what I started doing in 1997. I did 1 party a week, and I did it on Wednesday nights. And if anyone was ever divorced, you know why Wednesday? Because that's when the kids go to their dad's house. So, true statement. And then in the 90s and the 2000s, Wednesday was mommy's night out. Like the bars were full. Woo, we're out. Kidding. We were home cleaning. I was out doing Pampered Chef parties. And I did that for 3 years. I did every Wednesday night and I did every other Saturday and built my business up. So the first kind of person I'm looking for is somebody who's looking for maybe a work from home idea. You know, I used to read in the back of magazines like work from home, cottage industry. It was a big scam. This is really true business. You could be doing catalog parties. You could be doing Facebook parties. Oh my gosh. If you're on Facebook anyway, Facebook is just booming with direct sales and there's opportunities to make money. And you know what? We're talking real income. We're talking an average party making $100 like I offered Yvonne for 4 nights of work. I offer $400 to $500 for income. I'm also looking for girls or guys that maybe are looking for maybe a little steadier income, maybe like $1,000 a month, maybe do 2 parties a week. And then I'm always looking for career type consultants. Like, that's what I do. But I'm going to pass around an envelope, and this shows one of my paychecks just recently. And I just want you to know that if you're working a corporate job, I hire tons of teachers, tons of nurses, tons of people who are working already, just to give this a fair shot on the side. How many of you have heard of Dave Ramsey? Dave Ramsey is always a big proponent of, if you need to get out of debt quickly, you find something that you can make money at, that you're pretty good at, and who's not good at eating and drinking and farting around? Hello? So you could give Pampered Chef a try on the side, and like Dave Ramsey says, do it. And so here's the envelope. Would somebody just say how many parties I did in the month of November? Oh, 14 parties. Okay, and how much was the paycheck? Oh, $12,000. And they all go, oh my gosh, I'm in the wrong business. Yes, you are. So I have some think about it packets for you to take a peek at. But let me just tell you this, girls. There are tons of people that come to my parties and say, what have I got to lose? It's $600 worth of products for $159. I'm sold. Sign me up. And we can order your kit tonight. You'll have it in 2 days, and tomorrow we'll talk, get your party scheduled that I'm going to help you with, and we'll give it a try for 30 days. You never know. I'm not asking you to marry me. Let's just date for a month or so and see what you think, okay? So anyway, I'm going to give it up to my host, Jill. I want to thank her for having me. Let's give it up for her. And if you think about hosting a party, it would be a great privilege for me to work with you. I told you at the beginning, I didn't really, but I usually tell my husband is 70 years old. I want to be anywhere but home, so please book a party. Hello? All right. So that's basically a show for you. That's right, that broken pepper served me well. Okay, so I'm just going to finish up. The girls asked me just to share just a little bit with you. So just give me a minute, okay? So this is going to be a little bit about your business and people that you might meet in your business. And some of these people might be you. And this might be why you're not having the success you want with Pampered Chef. Okay, you ready?
Oh my God.
This is Excuses, Ellie. I would do Pampered Chef more, but you know, I can't really leave the kids at home because I've got 5 of them and their dad doesn't really like to babysit. So, and you know, May's such a busy month for our family. Got all the kids in sports because, well, basically we don't want them at home. So we just put them in sports, and my husband doesn't want to pick them up. So I've got to go to every game, every scrimmage. I've got to take them to every practice, all the game picnics and all that. So probably, May's not going to work out. Oh, and I've got to plant my garden, and I gotta probably help my mom. She wants a garden planted too. So I'm just thinking June probably not too good either. Maybe July. And you know, in Michigan, I don't know, the weather's so bad, you can't even cook out. You know, it's either too cold, too hot, too stormy, too rainy, too buggy. You know, I don't even think I could do that grilling show. So no, probably not. Okay, this is Don't Do Debbie. You know, I just don't do any of that stuff. I don't like to go do cooking parties. I asked Kenny, do I want to do cooking parties? He said, no, Jill, you don't want to do cooking parties. No, I really don't do Debbie. We don't do cooking parties in Long Island. No, I don't want to do Facebook parties either. Well, I don't really want to go out and talk to people. And, you know, I don't want to do any of that stuff. I don't like technology. I don't want to get on Facebook. I don't want to bug anybody. I don't want to ask anybody. Is my hair like sticking out here? Okay, good. There. All right. But we just don't do that stuff in Long Island. I can't even do a Long Island accent. That's just pathetic. Who can tell me a word? What could I say that would sound Long Islandish? Long Island, Jillana, you know, whatever. Jill Lana.
Forget about
You know, we don't do any of that stuff. I called Kenny the other day and I said, Kenny, we got to do taxes? Do we save any receipts for taxes? I don't think so. Or was that Sharon Zellin? One of them said that. But anyway, that's Don't Do Debbie. I don't do any of that stuff. All right.
Oh, no.
This one's Negative Nancy. Oh my God. Nobody ever does anything in Michigan. I really liked it when Pampered Chef was being run by Doris. I wasn't even selling that, but it was so much better back then when she was selling. And you know, I tried that Gene Jonas Wahoo stuff. I even got my hair redone to look like her. And now my curtains don't match the carpet, and it's she's always at the home office talking, Wahoo, Wahoo. And I'm out in the field going, what are you talking about? We're not Wahooing out here. No way. So it just isn't going to work anymore. I might have to think about doing something else. This Pampered Chef thing just is not for me. And I told all of my friends too, don't pay that shipping charge. Just combine your order with somebody else. It's just no good. And you know, that citrus peeler, just buy that at the party. But I'm just not making any money at this, so I don't know. All right. Okay, I'm Facebook Fran, and I decided I'm just going to run my entire business on Facebook because I don't even want to do my hair anymore. I get up in the morning and I just put this bag on my head and just get on Facebook. But you know, I'm on Facebook all the time saying, who wants to have a party? Who wants to help me out? And I get crickets. Nothing. Nobody says anything. I saw on Facebook this girl named like Candace Schindelbecker or something, and she's posting pictures of her cat having freaking babies. People are booking parties and saying, oh, we love you, Candace, Brandis. So I thought, I even tried that. I couldn't find a cat giving babies, but I did find an old stray tomcat and my cat, and they got together and I posted that, and nobody commented on that. And I just don't know what to do on Facebook. I green dot people and I say, hey, I really need a party. Can you do a party for me? And I got sick the other day and I posted everything about it. I told everybody how my green snot was coming off. And, like, my kids are always sick and we've got, I don't know, bed bugs, and I post all that. And like every day I'm posting something and I'm getting nothing. And I'm just about ready to give up. I don't understand. What else can I do on Facebook? But that's what I want to do to make my living. Okay, goodbye. No, I have the worst hair in the world, and so putting all those wigs on is just atrocious. But anyway, I won't take a lot of your time. I just want to give you just a couple of thoughts about bookings. So first of all, if you're not getting bookings that you need or want, then I need you to think about what might be the cause of that other than somebody else. You know, do you ever think about it? Maybe you're doing something that could be tweaked a little bit, right? So what are some of the reasons that people have parties? Why do they have parties with you? Fun. Was the party I did somewhat fun and entertaining? Did it keep you going? All right, what's another reason people have parties? Free product, right? And maybe to help a friend. But what I found is that many people concentrate on the free product, okay? And we have a great host plan. But you'll have people in your group that don't want to vacuum their carpet. They're never going to have a party because their carpet's this thick with stuff and they're not going to have a party with you. And if you keep talking about free product, they're never going to have a party. But maybe you've got somebody else in the group that wants to taste test a new recipe. or maybe she just wants the fun, or maybe she just wants to help her host out, her friend. So the first tip I will give you is that you have to give everybody in your group a reason enough to book a party with you. You've got to make it fun, you've got to make it fast, you've got to make it informative. And think about this. In the 1980s, when the Pampered Chef Company was formed, the only way to get products was how? To come to a party, okay? Today it's different. We've got the internet, you guys are on Facebook like Franny over there, but there are other opportunities. So your party has to be an event, if you will. There's got to be a reason to get people to the party. You've got to have a party that is worth their while, where they'll learn something, and that's why I asked, what did you learn? Because if people are learning something, if it's like a cooking class, that has value. And if they have fun and they had a rough day and it has value to them. So thinking about the reasons that people have parties, you want to offer enough reasons at your party that they want to book with you. Things not to do. Your party can't be too long. Another problem that I think in the field is that sometimes we do our host coaching and we don't concentrate on getting people at the party. We offer incentives for outside orders before the party, and there's nothing wrong with that, but think about this. If you gave a girl an incentive, get $250 worth of orders and I'll give you $25. Let's say she's got her mom who said, I'll come to the party. That's okay, Mom. You stay home. I need outside orders so I can get this $25. You want to get outside orders, I think, after the party. You make sure she gets everybody that she can, because the more people that are at the party, would you agree that the better the chances are? And when I do coaching with consultants, one of the problems I'm seeing, if they can't get bookings for whatever reason, or they tell me they're struggling, you know what it is? They're only having 6 people at the party. And your chances of booking them just exponentially go down. So you want to make it your goal to tell your host 12 people is the magic number. We've done studies and 12 people is the best amount of people at least to have at your party. And if you get 12 people there, I'll give you an extra gift or something like that. So thinking about that, thinking about what you can do to control the bookings, and you have to have an attitude that you're going to get bookings. And if by chance you go to a party and you don't get at least your 2 bookings that you want, then you have to go home and you get on Facebook, you make some calls, better than anything, and offer something free to get yourself a party booked. It's already after 9, so I'm sure we're done for. Okay, keep going. Some people always ask me, do I offer incentives? And the only time I offer an incentive, because our host plan is so rich, if somebody won't book for the host plan that we've already got, most likely they're not going to book. However, if I have an up-close booking, I will do an early bird special, and I will give them something small to book my most current update booking date. And I really recommend, if you've got an opening next week and you